Right. I don't even know where to start in this video. What is going on? I swear I'm in the Matrix right now. But we got the Toxicant Sig Spear LT CSAW. Love it to bits. You know, there's people that have had issues with Toxicant, but you know, this so far has been absolutely good. I really do like this gun. You guys know I've had that since they released, and you also know that I have the Rattler, which is also just as cool. Complete different setup, a nice short gun, and yeah, we've got two really nice SIG MWS replicas, and when they ship them to you, they come in this like little case. Just get this out here. So, got this little case. They ship it all to you. It's like all empty in here. So it's super strange that this got shipped to me in pretty much the exact same case, apart from this one's been laser etched on the front there. I mean, I really don't know what's going on right now. So I've done content on the Sig Spear LT and the Sig Rattler MCXs from Toxicant. I bought both of those with my own money, did a bunch of videos on them. You guys like that. I think I've probably earned Toxicant a small fortune with you guys watching the video and then going and buying. You seem to direct all your Toxicant questions at me like I'm a representative of theirs, but I'm not. They did send me the trigger box, which I did look at, and we'll be going further into that because there's a little couple of bits and pieces that I want to point out to you. But shock horror to my surprise, where I have quite a good relationship with the guys over at JK Army now. I've been talking to them for a while, and they helped me source the GM416. I'm going about my everyday, you know, routine and life as you do, and I get a ping on my phone from WhatsApp, and it's from JK Army, and they say that Daniel from JK Army says, look, we've got this company that have asked us to reach out to you. Would you be interested in us sending you this replica out? And I was like, yeah, 100%. It is expensive. I think these are around about $1,000, so probably a little bit more expensive or maybe about the same as the Toxicants. But this is none other than another Sig Spear LT. Shock surprise there. But it's from a different company. It's from Arron Smith. A lot of people have been asking me about this kit, or, you know, vague questions about this kit, and I really didn't know too much about it. I'm pretty sure Arron Smith is something to do with Dytac, but don't quote me on that. You hear rumours of this stuff. So I run an Arron Smith front end on my TMAK, and it was very good quality. So I was like, yeah, 100%, send this to me. So this is what came to me. And look at this, boys and girls. We've got another Sig Spear LT. So I'm pretty sure this is just like a normal Sig Spear LT, not the CSAW, because the first thing I noticed on this compared to my CSAW is it has an ambi bolt release. Now, I was super excited about this, but we're going to get more into that in just a moment. So the other things that came underneath the case, underneath the foam, that is, I don't know whether they give like pick and pluck foam, but then they've just put it on top. So yeah, I'm not really too sure about that. So underneath you get it's pretty much all pre-built. You need to put your own grip, stock, magazine on. I am pretty sure it comes with an inner barrel and hot rubber already set up, so you don't need anything barrel end. It's just accessories, which most of you are going to put different accessories on there anyway. If you buy one of these kits, you probably run an MWS anyway. I don't think you'd be buying one of these kits, or I would advise against buying one of these kits if you don't already run an MWS, because then you'll have all the mags and stuff and it's not super expensive. So we get a flash hider in the box. The flash hider is in fact steel. I believe this is a 14mm counterclockwise thread, so that goes straight on there. Now I did just, I think you see that, I did just turn the outer barrel, so we're gonna have to have a look at that and see what's going on there. And that's as it comes. Now this tool was also underneath. I don't know if this is something that Arron Smith sends you, or this is something from JK Army, because there was a load of JK Army stickers and patches and stuff, which I might be giving some free away on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But let's take a quick look, shall we? I've got my Toxicant one here, and for the most part, the fixings and stuff look very similar. There's obviously a different size Torx screw. The handguard looks pretty much identical. The adjustable gas, you've got like a, I don't know what to call this part. It's basically the gas tube. So on the real one, you would tune this to adjust the gas flow pressure if you're running like suppressors and stuff like that. Let's get the Toxicant out of the way because we're not talking about it today. So yeah, let's have a quick look at this thing. They do tape it up here so it doesn't come scratched. It does, the charging handle does look different. So yeah, charging handle is different. So you've got one that grabs both sides on the Toxicant like that, and my pin has started to walk out on my charging handle. Whereas on the Arron Smith, oh, it does have the same. So it's the same, but I think the back part is a little bit different. So I'm not sure which one's correct. Maybe it's a difference in the CSAW to the normal Spear LT. So let's pop the pins out here. So pop the rear pin. Can we pop the front pin? Is it going to be a tight one? Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit tight. Let's get something to push it out with. Now you'll see that there are stickers over this. So the right hand side doesn't really have much on there. You've got your ambidextrous mag release, ambidextrous selectors, and you've got your ambidextrous bolt release. Now this does look like a normal style Z plate, so if you want to switch out your Z plates to your aftermarket ones, you should be able to do that. The trigger isn't bad, not as good as the adjustable Toxicant trigger, but you know, as an out-the-box trigger, it's probably better than the standard MWS one. So I'm sweating a bit here because it's like 40 degrees in this room. So let's pull these stickers off. Ta-da! SIG MCX multi-cal, and we've got the SIG logo. Bit of sticky residue, I hate that. But what can you do? Let's get the other one off and see what's behind that. Can we pull this off? There we go. Sig Sauer Ink, Newington, NH, USA. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but it almost looks like they've mismachined that hole for the pin. It's okay on that side, but you see there's a gap. So it looks like that pin hole's been mismachined. Now, it's not really going to cause an issue because of the way the system works, but, you know, we have to point these things out. Different style trigger. Then I did switch out the trigger on my Toxicant, so it's a little bit different, but, you know, I do fancy more curved triggers nowadays than anything else. So there we have the lower. We've got QD points, sorry, just to point out on the left and right hand side. Your normal wrist style Picatinny attachment at the back. If we pull the bolt out here, we can see differences in the bolt. Now this has a little lever function, much like the MPX. I'm not really sure what this does. If you do know, point it out. I thought it might be a buffer, and then I thought it might be something to do with the sear at the back, because it almost looks like it might help actuate the sear for the full auto. Correct me if I'm wrong. What I do like, I like it when the charging handles, like they're in there, they can't fall out. They've got that little notch. I do like that. Not all guns have that nowadays. We've got a really nice looking adjuster. That is very nice and CNC machined. So it's all fitted. You've got hot rubber. You've got a barrel in there. You don't have to do all that out the box, although we'll have to look at the loose outer barrel and see what's going on there. The bolt's a little bit different, a bit more reminiscent of like a normal MWS bolt. We have beefier screws on this bolt compared to the Toxicant. We can already see a bit of wear there, which I'm not really too bothered about, as long as it doesn't wear down. We see a little bit better profiling on the back here compared to Toxicants, because you have that sharp edge on the Toxicants and it destroys the hammers. So we'll have to keep an eye on this hammer and see how it does. In terms of the bolt, it is steel. It's not stainless, but it is steel. Steel guide rods, you know, normal MWS style nozzle here. I'm not sure what brand that is, but yeah, bit of a different bolt compared to the Toxicant. You know, you haven't got the brass rollers, but it does seem to reciprocate really nice and smooth. Let's take a look at the upper. So to get this off, we obviously need to undo these screws here. Do I have the correct tool? I'll put this on the bench and I can't see what I'm doing. Do I have the correct tool? I'm probably not going to have the correct bloody tool now. Come on, bench, don't let me down. Of course we're not going to have the bloody correct tool, are we? It looks like a T20. So, is it a T20? Yeah. T20. It's very tight. Use a bit of leverage through this screwdriver there. Take one off that side. Take the same one off this side. It is like 40 degrees in this room right now. Just standing here, I'm literally leaking. So, apologies if I seem a bit flustered. Can we pull this out? It does seem to be getting stuck. Is it getting stuck on the barrel? There we go. Slide that off there. So yeah, the barrel is loose. Obviously that won't affect the inner barrel, but that is annoying. So we have to try and line that up, and then if we can get screwdriver. I don't think I can actually tighten that up anymore. That's tight. Oh, that might be a big problem, Arron Smith. Let's take this out here. I'm not sure how they miss things like this on their QC. Pull that out there. We do have a pin in the centre here. I'm not sure if this screws on. This might just be like have to screw in a little bit more, so we can take a look at that. Can we punch that pin out? I imagine that's what we need to do. Punch that pin out. Can we pull the barrel system out? Are you held in by something else? Do we have to undo these ones as well? We might do. So a little bit more involved, if I can remember correctly, than compared to the Toxicant. That's loose. That's loose. What else is holding you in? This does turn. I'm really not sure here. I'm not sure if that does anything or whether it's just spinning. Are you just tight? Don't see there's anything else I can remove. Right, let's think about this logically. Let's take the flash hider off. Let's remove the grub screws on the gas block. Right, that springs up and out the way. This does screw in the barrel, so we will be able to fix that. It'd be nice if that's a stainless barrel. So it looks like it can move. Okay, yeah, the tool has obviously been sent by Arron Smith because it's super not obvious, but as you see down this hole right here where the hop adjuster would normally be screwed in, there's a little screw, and I was like, it just doesn't make any sense. So if we unwind that little hidden screw with this tool that they provide you, I'm hoping, ta-da! God, I was racking my bloody brains there. It's literally just the thing to hold the hop adjuster in. Now, let's get this out carefully. It's a very, I think that's a die-tap one, isn't it? It looks like a die-tap one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop that in a bag so the spring doesn't get yeeted across the room, and we can now accelerate back to what we were doing. So, yeah, unique, very much unique. The screw is down there. We're going to take a look at that in just a moment. So, do I have the 3mm Allen key? Is it a 3mm? Yeah, it's a 3mm. So, we can unscrew these two bolts in the top. Just want to see how they've gone about designing this. Two bolts like that. That comes off the top there. This unscrews, of course. Take your barrel off. They've got a little O-ring on the barrel, and it's nice to keep it nice and steady. And then the barrel. The barrel just comes. Oh, what's all that goop? What's all the goop? It's a nice, not a bad hop unit at all. Nice, nicely made. I would have liked to be able to put, you know, with it being an MWS hop unit, I mean, you could swap it out for your preferred one, but let's take a quick look at this. We take the O-ring off the front there, and we just got like a normal arm, so there's no nub needed. But what you'll see is when this is together like that, this does wiggle about a bit, so it's got a bit of play before it actually engages the hop. Now the hop is like a PDI W hold, but like a little bit more beefier. And I'm hoping this is a stainless barrel. It looks nice quality. You know, oh, you can see some, what looks like some manufacturing marks, but you know, I could be seeing things there. God, I'm gonna need another shower. I only had one before I did the video. So that's how to get the front end off. That tool now makes sense. It would have been nice to have some kind of indication that that's what it's for. But putting it back together, it's going to be super easy. I do like this barrel block. It's very nicely made. Put that in there like that. This part goes on the top. What did I do with that? 3mm. 3mm Allen key. Screws up this part to the barrel base. Tighten those in. Now with this barrel base screwed together, you can still pull the hop unit out. So technically you could remove the hop and barrel without removing the whole front end. You just have to remove that little screw, take the adjuster out. So there is like a piece, you'll see here, a bridged piece. What would have been nice if that was all like as one and you just pulled it out together. I think that could have been real nice. So we slide this back in like so. I can put the pin in just to try and keep everything in place here. Like that. We get our hop adjuster. And we place that in. Is it upper? Do I have to put it in like this? Maybe. How are you sliding in? Oh, it doesn't go down all the way, I don't think. That's kind of annoying, that fitment, unless do we maybe put that part back in, and that will help it. Yeah, that will help it line up. So, oh no, it won't. What's going on here? There we go. Bit of a bugger to get back in. You need to make sure that the hop arm is underneath this one, and then we'll hold that in place. Get our special tool down that hole, locate that screw, tighten it up. So if they didn't give you this tool, I would have had no, I don't think I would have had anything long enough to get down there. Like that. We can take our outer barrel. This was loose, of course, but we can now tighten this up. Like so. This has a spring system in there. So this goes on the top, locate that in the hole, and then you can see how much it was out by where the grub screw marks are on the barrel. So I'm going to push this down. I'm just going to do this off camera just so I can line it up. Line the barrel up. And then you're going to, it would be nice to maybe have like a little indents. So these will hold in place. But you know, we can get plenty of torque on them. So far so good. I don't think we needed to remove this plate. I think that would have been fine left where it is. Yeah. Put these ones back in. Two countersunk screws with a 2mm Allen key, 1 and 2. I think that's a steel plate there, so I imagine they've done that for strength. What you might actually be able to do if your receiver's loose, you might be able to shim this out just to add a little bit of tension. We'll put this plate back on. I'm not sure if that's meant to say anything. Does it say anything on the other one? No, the other one's blank. So I'll put that there and there. We use a T20. Screw that in. So I'm going to try my best to edit this video down, but it's going to be a long one, boys and girls. You know I like to delve in, and I get carried away. So that's all tight up front. We've got the barrel clamps, which don't really do a good job of it unloosening, do they? Because they were tight. You could very easily change up a tolerance on these clamps, and you'd be able to torque it down properly and get some good grip to stop it coming loose. So 1, 2. That's like that. Let's whack the bolt in. Have to pull the charging handle out a little bit, I believe. Yep. No, I don't want to put that on just yet, do I? Want to put this on first. 2 pattern head T20 bolts. 1 on each side. I would advise, if you're using the gun a lot, something like this, just check these bolts every now and again, or use like a low strength Loctite. Let's put the flash hider on there. Goes on nice and tight. Let's get the receivers together. Front pin is tight in this. Oh God, I do hate that when things don't necessarily line up. Yeah, like this part like sits a bit more to the bottom. Can we tap this home? It was tight to get out. Yeah. Can tap that in. To be honest, I'd rather that be tight than loose. The last thing you want is a load of play. push the button in at the back, like that down. I don't like that there's no click on that. They've got no indent on the pins, so it kind of just, you know, sits there loosely. Right, that's all together. What have I forgotten? I don't think I've forgotten anything. It's going to be a super long video, so we're going to perhaps build it up with the accessories, put a mag in it, chrono it, all that good stuff in the next one. I am super grateful that I'm in a position now where I can get sent cool stuff like this to show you guys. Big thanks to Arron Smith for sending this to me through the guys at JK Army. Thanks to them. They've always been stellar with their service. And it's a very expensive gun. Although, to be honest, what you're getting, it's not expensive in my eyes because I know how much manufacturing is and this, that, and the other. It's $1,000. You do get a bit more compared to the Toxicant. You don't get a grip, but I did take the one off my... Was it this one? I did take the grip off. Oh, there it is. My Toxicant one. So we could put this, comes with the bolt. We could put this on there. So we've got a SIG grip. In fact, let's quickly do that. What size is that Allen key? Dun, 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 dun. There we go, that'll do. So it will take your normal AR style grips, real grips, Magpul grips, you name it. Comes with the bolt, so you don't need to go and source one. And you just put this in there. Seems to screw forever. Just fortunate enough that I took the one off my Toxicant, so that can sit on there. So I've got a grip for it now. I just need to put a stock on it. I might nick the stock off the MPX, a sliding one, maybe run it a little bit different because I can always order another one. But yeah, it's a Spear LT replica that runs on the MWS platform. We're going to get a bit more into the controls and stuff. I just wanted to have a look, see what was going on, see how they'd done it, designed it. It does have an ambi-bolt release, but the one thing I'll say about this ambi-bolt release is you can't actually get your finger in to press it. This needed to be slightly wider in this direction because you got gloves on, you got no chance of doing that, and it is quite a strong push. Thanks for tuning this video. Don't worry, we're going to get more into it in parts 2, 3, 4, 5, however many there are. If you like what you see and you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. There's a bunch of links in the description below. Please check them out. And thank you guys for supporting the channel for so long. Thank you, Arron Smith, for sending this to me. I'm not finished. We're going to delve more into it. And as always, from me and a very obstructed bench, we'll see you in the next video.